All right. Hey, Bo Deal. How's it going?
Man, everything good. What's happening?
Man, getting it in, grinding, working.
Long time overdue, man. We back at it. Round two. It's long overdue.
We back at it.
A lot
Getting it
happened since
in.
our last interview. A lot been going on.
There's a lot that's happened since our last interview. We have a lot of stuff to go over, but I think some of the surprising news that happened within the last couple of days was a boxing match.
Yeah. That's gonna be big.
I heard should be going down.
It's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. We got Zab Judah behind it. You know what I'm saying? And you know he got the celebrity boxing league, CCB, I believe it's called, Celebrity Championship Boxing, or something to that nature. And man, it's gonna be big. They're gonna be filming it out in Cali, so we'll be coming down that way for the actual fights.
I think everybody was surprised to see Ruger and Blackgate Benzo getting in the ring.
Yeah, you know what? They had been talking about it for a while. They was going back and forth on live, and they was like, you know, because I be getting in the ring, and you know, I get the team in the gym, and they be working. You know, RJ the MVP, we got Big Boss Damo that work every day. He be in there getting it in. So they seen us in the gym boxing, so they going back and forth with each other. And I think it was Benzo that say, man, hit up Bo Deal. Let's go ahead and box. I'll beat your ass. And it started from that. So I was trying to find a venue to try and line it up. Nothing ever fell through. So it just so happened Zab Judah reached out to my homie Jetta, asking him about if he wanted to fight, about some rant that I don't want to get into on the internet, because we pretty much got that all squared away. And he told him, man, I don't really do the fighting part like that. I don't know about that, but my brother Bo does, and he got, you know, ties with damn near everybody in the city. So he reached out and we put it together. At first I didn't think that they would be up with doing it, but when I reached out to Benzo said he game. And then I hit Ruger like, man, if it makes sense, let's do it. So after that fight, we got a couple more, like I'm sure a lot of people heard of Cutthroat Dre. Like he real big, but he known for other shit in the city. Him and Zay Savage is gonna be on that ticket as well. So that's gonna be another big fight on that ticket. And while we finding somebody on that ticket, I'm gonna find somebody who don't like you know, my artist Big Boss Damo. We're gonna line him up on that. We're gonna make it a big event, man. It's gonna be big, man, when you got real ops who really would kill each other if they bumped heads into the streets, taking their frustration out in the ring, where everybody get to walk away and go home safe. You live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? And that's the real purpose behind that. I think it's gonna be big for the city, because we got people who known in their areas and their communities, and they're showing that they not killing each other. They willing to get in the ring and handle this and square it away like men, man. That's real respected, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be huge for the city.
I think it's a positive thing.
Yeah, it is, man.
Like you said, it's better than, you know, picking up the guns, and, you know, if they can just box it out, you know, hopefully it'll ease some tension.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what do you hope to get out of it?
Just to show that everything don't have to result to murder and killing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, after the fight, we can get them to shake hands, and you know what I'm saying? Even though I know that they're not gonna be friends because of the history, but it can show that, you know what I'm saying, two men can settle their differences where both of them can still leave with their life, man, which is a big thing, man. That's a beautiful thing, actually.
I think it's big for Chicago.
Yes,
especially
it's real big, man.
For Chicago, with the high murder rate that goes on in Chicago.
Exactly. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It's something I'm looking forward to, man. I'm putting a lot behind it, man, to make it happen and to make sure that it happen. Yeah.
How'd Zab Judah get involved?
Zab reached out to my homie Jetta because my homie Jetta had went on an internet rant and he said a few things, and Zab saw him and reached out to him about boxing, about bringing that energy to his boxing league. And he told Zab, man, you know, I don't really do that, but my brother do. And he led Zab to me. And that's how it went. So everything happened for a reason, man, but it's in effect.
Man, some good shit for Chicago. I mean, not just Chicago, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody can see it. If Chicago can do it, why can't other places do it?
Big facts. And believe it or not, it's more people calling every day. My man, 2J's, that nigga Jay, got phone calls coming in to him daily with people saying they want to fight their ops. You know what I'm saying? So it's when other people see this happening, it's going to just attract and draw many other people, man, who got problems with other people that would have probably resulted in murder. You know what I'm saying? They actually, and it's something, it's not just tomorrow to fight, you jump in. No, they gonna be trained, you know what I'm saying? It'll be about 30 days to get in the gym and train and get yourself ready for the event. So we taking it serious. It's gonna be on you know, out in Cali, away from all the bullshit, proper security. It's gonna be all the way legit, man. It's gonna be big, man. Where every fighter get a chance to make some money at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. So everybody's getting paid?
Yeah, everybody getting paid. Depending on the numbers or whatever. But it's going to do big, man, because the whole world watch Chicago and watch certain beefs. So it'd be people that know these artists and know these rappers from our city, and they look forward to that. They tune in just for that. So when they finally see that this about to come to a head in a boxing ring, man, it's gonna be big, man. It's like a heavyweight championship fight, you know?
I hear you, man. Yeah, it is, man. It'll be big. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, since our last interview, it's been a rough year for Chicago.
Yeah, real
Unfortunately, you know, Chicago lost two of its biggest artists, FBG Duck, King Von. How did you meet Duck?
I met Duck maybe when Chief Keef was first popping, like years ago. I was rocking with Keef. You know, I took Walker to Keef's house, to his grandmother's house, this before he had any money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was rocking with him back then. Duck was cool with this guy named Ray Ray, who was friends of my man Leoski. So Ray called me and was like, man, I know you rock with Keef now, but Duck is Keef now. He they op, but he respect you. You know what I'm saying? He want to meet you. Can I bring him to the studio with me? I'm like, man, come on. You know, at the end of the day, I don't take no sides in they beef. I'm not a GD or a BD. I'm not even from the South Side. You know, and for me to be who I am and at my age today, my job is to try to unite these brothers and try and uplift them and show them a better way. So I let him bring him to the studio. He came to the studio. He saw how we embraced him, even you know, and he respected that because a lot of people wasn't messing with him because they was choosing sides. They like, well, Keith is the biggest artist on his way to becoming the biggest artist in the world. This guy right here ain't really nobody right now. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people wasn't embracing him. I embraced him like, man, come on through. Showed him love, and he never forgot that. He always respected that. So he would always hit me up like a big brother, you know what I'm saying, for advice and, you know what I'm saying, just to talk and chop it up. And we kept that good relationship for all those years.
So you guys knew each other pretty good.
Yeah, I knew him real well. I knew his mother. I knew, you know what I'm saying, his family. You know what I'm saying. I knew him well, real well. Yeah, I had a lot of love for Duck, a whole lot of love for Duck. You know, I've been knowing him for over about 10 years probably. You know what I'm saying? At least 10 years. A long time.
So you've been working with these younger guys for a minute.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. When Keef, I met Keef when he was 16, and we had a relationship, a good relationship. I used to send my engineer over there to record him at his grandmother's house. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when he didn't have, when Chop couldn't come through and do it, I send my engineer. He'd call me for, advice. His uncle and them would call me to try and talk to him and help keep him motivated and keep him focused because, he was young and wild, so he was doing what he was doing. But once he became a superstar, he moved to Cali and, ties got cut. I think I bumped into him again at a show we had. We had got a show booked together in Florida. And I seen him again, we chopped it up. It was all love. It's still all love. We just ain't talked or chopped it up in some years now. But yeah, I still respect him and still fuck with him.
As you're watching Duck and, he's getting bigger and bigger, were you ever worried that something might happen to him or anything like that?
Yeah, you know what? I'd be worried about all these shorties because Chicago is one of them cities to where you can't take a day for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like something can happen the split second. You blink your eye. You know what I'm saying? The person sitting next to you could be gone. So I always thought that. I always asked him why he didn't leave or why wouldn't he leave. And you know what I'm saying? Like he said, he was trying to get himself straight and situated to where he can leave and take his family with him. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy.
That was
to
a
leave
topic
somebody.
you guys talked about, him leaving.
Yeah. And he always said he didn't want to leave because he was comfortable in Chicago, but it also too, he didn't get the money that he should have gotten in order to really leave and go somewhere and be comfortable. So he was still working towards that. I think if he would have stayed focused and kept working to where if he would have got that big bag, he would have left. You know what I'm saying? But everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I just hate that had to happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of crazy because we've seen so much murder and seen so many people die to where it may affect you at that second, but then, life goes on. You don't even really get a chance to mourn or think about that because somebody else is dead the next week. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's not a big icon or a big artist in the city, still somebody you knew and somebody that, you know what I'm saying, you had love for. So now you're dealing with that. So that's just the unfortunateness of the city.
I was surprised. I really didn't expect it to happen. I mean, the way it happened in that rich area with cameras everywhere, police not far, it was pretty brazen.
Yeah, and I was surprised about that, where it happened that. I couldn't believe that happened there. But man, it's Chicago, you know what I'm saying? And everybody doing them scams, so everybody got that money, so all the gangsters is downtown and they moving through the city, you know what I'm saying, in these rich areas and these areas where all the money is because they got them scams. They doing the SBA loans, the PPE loans, so what can you do? Everybody down here, everybody got money now,
Yeah, I mean, and everybody has a reason to wear a mask.
Exactly, that too.
Where were you when you heard about it?
I was at a meeting, actually, I was at a meeting at a training for the community, for the, you know what I'm saying, the nonviolence program. You know what I'm saying? We was in a meeting and my man Jalen say, man, call Duck. Check on him because somebody say he just got shot. So I'm like, nah, I call. And before I make the call, somebody had texted me, my man Fruit Loop from the Greens. He texted me and say, man, check on Duck. Somebody say, you know what I'm saying, he just got shot downtown. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit him. Before I hit him, somebody sent me an Instagram or something on Instagram and I saw him laying on the ground. But I didn't think he was gonna check out because he was still moving, he was still alive. And how he was moving, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It didn't seem like no urgency. So I saw it, I'm like, Okay, he cool. I called his mother, and she was trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Say she'd get back with me. So I figured he was cool. Then I got another call that said, call and check on him just to make sure, because they say he checked out. They say he didn't make it. And I'm like, nah, he good. You know what I'm saying? I just talked to some people of his. They say he was good. And come to find out later on that evening, you know what I'm saying, he had checked out. So, yeah.
I seen what you seen. I thought he was gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You know, it really looked like, you know, it looked like something you would make it through, but it was a sad situation, man. Did you see any change in the city at all after he passed away?
Nah, it was still business as usual. Same shit. You know what I'm saying? It didn't slow down nothing. What it did do, and I saw a lot of people saying that, it made a lot of people move different and realize a lot of people who was comfortable going downtown shopping and things of that nature made them realize, hey, I thought I was safe down here in this area. This area ain't even safe. You know what I'm saying? So it did do that. It made a lot of people keep their eyes open no matter where they are. You know what I'm saying? Which I always did, but downtown, I can't lie. In front, even myself get a little lax. Like, I'm downtown, ain't nothing about to happen down here. This is one of the safest areas in the world, actually. You know what I'm saying? Prestige neighborhoods, like all of this generational wealth down here. Nothing about to happen down here. So when you see that somebody can come and pull that type of stunt and get away, man, it let you know, man, some shit ain't right, man. So, it definitely was a wake-up call for me and my people.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of murders are becoming more and more brazen in the daylight. Like, I mean, even Mo 3.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not the same situation, but, he broad daylight, on the freeway, tons of witnesses.
Yeah, chased him down. Yeah, chased him down.
Yeah, sad situations, man. R.I.P. Duck.
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately, it wasn't too long after that we hear about King Von.
Yeah.
Did you know King Von?
No, I had met him once. I knew all his people though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Top and them all. Everybody that was around him. I know Dirk and them real good. I know all his people. Von was one of the ones. I respected Von because Von, a lot of people they don't really trip off of, you do you. You know what I'm saying? We know you big bro, you fuck with, you know what I'm saying? You trying to uplift the shorties. Von always had the outlook like he fuck with the ops. I know he cool, I know y'all fuck with him, but what's up? It's cool, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't rocking with him too tough. You know what I'm saying? But I respected Von because Von was for his people, and he was a team player, and he did that shit the way it was supposed to be done. Like, he went and got the bag and brought it back to his people and broke bread with his people, and he really wanted to see his people succeed and make it. And he put them in positions to really win. Like, he the definition of a real GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody that got their deal and then brought their bag back to the projects and break bread with all his people the right way. Hopping on songs with them, uplifting them, helping to put them in a position to win. Like, he did that shit like a big homie, but a young nigga doing big homie shit. You know what I'm saying? How can you not love and respect a nigga like that? You got to. He had nothing but my utmost respect. You know what I'm saying? Even more respect for him than some of the people that came before him that was a part of the same organization. I mean, he was one of them special dudes. Like, he was special, man, and that hurt. I hated to see that happen, especially by the hands of an out-of-towner. So when I see guys from this city talk about Von in a negative light or uplift some out-of-towners, you know what I'm saying, for what they did, I don't respect it at all because that was a loss for our city as a whole. You might not have liked Von or may not have respected some of the things that he said or did, but he still brought light to the city. So when we lose that, we lose light and eyes on our city. You know what I'm saying? So like that I don't respect that because at the end of the day, he was one of ours. It's just like in the household, I'm this type of nigga. In the household, I can fight my brother. We can argue, we can fight, we can try and kill each other. But I'm not gonna let no motherfucker from down the street come and fuck with my brother. And that's just how I look at all my people from the city. You know what I'm saying? We Chicago. So it's us against everybody. We might have our own internal beefs and our own shit going on here, but that's between us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no outsider coming doing shit. Like I didn't respect that at all from the people who did it. You know what I'm saying? And that's on both sides, you know. That's not being biased in those situations. That's just me being who I am and believing in what I stand for.
What was really sad is I haven't really heard why it happened. You know, I mean, they said it was like the only thing that anybody's even really said is it was over a young boy's baby's mom, that Von took some pictures with her or something, and it just, you know, it just seems like something that could have been prevented and that, you know, wasn't something that should have resulted in, you know, 2 people dying and I think at least 2 other people shot.
Yeah. I you know, I don't know where it led from, or you know, I hear the same thing everybody else hear on the internet. So I, you know what I'm saying, like I can't speak on that, the reasons why, but I definitely feel like it's a young brother going way too soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Rest in peace, Von.
Rest in peace, Von.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know, a lot of people were saying that his friends should have stopped him from going after the dude. From a street perspective, if you were in like a similar situation, would you have stopped your homie? Or would you have like rolled with him?
Watching the video, you really don't even, you can't really you don't know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? He leading the way. You know, and then for all the people who saying his homies bogus for running and leaving him, man, I'm so sick and tired of all the tough guys and all the supermen. When shit like that is going down, it's a crowd, it's confusion. A motherfucker get that motherfucking pistol out and get to popping that motherfucker. It's natural instinct to take cover and see what the fuck going on and then try and regroup from there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no motherfucker who's running up on, if a motherfucker waving this motherfucker, I don't know nobody who's running up on the pistol like that. I don't know nobody that's doing that. So I can't knock them for nothing. And then one of the brothers, they like, oh, look how he's one of them, you know, stayed close. You know, when dude waving, he back up. But the minute he found the opportunity to knock him up off Von, he did that. I salute him. I respect that brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody bogus for that because until you in that situation, you don't know how you'll react. You're going to get little and take cover too. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to go. Don't nobody want to die before it's their time. That's why people fight for their life. You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me you fight for your life, but you're going to run into death? Nah, man. People just be talking shit. They say what they think sound good or what the people want to hear. But that's not real life. It's not real life, man. All the people talking, they not going to run up on that heat. That shit burn. They not going to run up on that hot shit. I know that for a fact. It's factual. I seen it. I've been in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? I done seen motherfuckers get little. I done had to get little. If motherfucker get the ups on you, what you gonna do? You gotta get little and regroup. Get behind the car, get your shit out and do what you do. Or if you ain't got no shit, you try and get the fuck up out of there and live to come back and get your lick back another day. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say his people bogus or they left him or none of that shit because they were still there with him. Actually, you know, a couple of them got shot being right there with him. So, man, Fuck what all them people talking about, man. That shit is make believe. That shit not real life.
I also see a lot that people, they expect somebody to change because they got famous or because they've had a little bit of fame. And I'm thinking like Von, you know, he grew up this way. This is how he's been. And he only been famous for a couple years. You know, it's probably, you know, he's been living this lifestyle since a kid, and now people want him to just turn it off. You know, it doesn't seem like it's that easy. I mean, look at DaBaby too. You know, he's always into something.
It's not easy to change who you are. Like, that come with time and with wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took me a long time. If I was that young, with all that money and all this power, the shit that we was doing back then at 26, I was running a mob at 26. So if you gave me more money, I'm gonna figure out how to get more money still running this mob and doing what the fuck we doing. You feel like you're on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? You young, you rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, it's hard to turn it off. You know, that come with time. And who's to say we all learn at different speeds and at different times. You know what I'm saying? It takes certain situations to make some people change their life. It might be, you know, something tragic happen that make you change yours, or it might be jail that make you change yours, or it may just be the maturity of wanting to live for your children, or to make your family happy that make you want to change. Like, it have to be something that warrants that change. You know what I'm saying? Something that we deem important enough to want to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is, man. So I think he would have changed and then got it together eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, with time. You know, he just left too soon.
And then not too long after he passed away, and I just thought this was horrible, man, when his autopsy leaked. The pictures of it.
Yeah.
Man, that was like, I mean, they did the same thing to Tupac, but that was like years after that he passed away that happened.
Yeah, whoever leaked that, they should have got leaked. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like no respect for the family or the people that's mourning or his kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think about this man's family, his kids having to see that. Well, it was fucked up.
Man, the whole situation was just sad, man. You know, rest in peace to Von.
For sure.
I seen a while back you had a 22 Vision campaign with a bunch of different artists.
Yeah, 2020 Vision campaign. FBG Duck was a part of that.
What was that about?
That was about just showing the 2020 Vision was trying to bridge the gap and try and create peace in our communities, trying to get people to agree to, you know, no more dissing dead ops on songs. You see your show, if you see one of your ops with his kids, give them a pass, you know what I'm saying? Stop shooting in safe havens, in parks or places where kids play and reside, churches, you know what I'm saying? Stop hitting the innocent people and things of that nature. Like I'm not foolish enough to believe that violence is gonna stop, because it's been going on before the beginning of time. It's been going on before my mothers was born. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna stop. But what we can do is try and alleviate as much as we can. My heart don't really go out to the people who sign up for this life and that's living this life, because we know what we signed up for. When I was out there in the streets, I knew what came with it. So I couldn't cry about the jail time. I couldn't cry when my teeth got knocked out. I couldn't cry when motherfuckers tried to kill me, because I signed up for this. My heart go out to the innocent kids and the women and the older people and children that's getting killed over something they have nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we trying to alleviate, a lot of the innocent lives lost that didn't sign up for this war. You know what I'm saying?
Who all was part of it?
We had LV the God, which was he's an MLD. We had some of his ops, Smiles, Latin King on right across from them, they ops. We tried to get Dirk. We had Dirk give us some drops. We had FBG Duck. We had L Hitter. We had Big Boss Damo did a drop for us. We had Tay Sav. We had SG Ali from the Greens. We had I don't want to leave nobody out, but we had a lot of people that were supporting that movement. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who somebody in their hood whose voice matters where they at, that was a part of that movement. And it's still going, We're actually about to pick back up where we left off and get it back going again. Yeah.
At one point, Duck dropped Dead Bitches. How did you, after he did the video, did you guys ever talk about that?
When I heard the song, I called him. I said, man, I don't think that was a good idea. Why you do that? And he said, man, big bro, I know I said I wasn't gonna do that. He said, I've been trying to make peace with people for way too long, and they still talking about my dead homies and my people. So it got my people looking at me funny. So I had to do that, and I told him I didn't think it was a good idea or a good look. You know what I'm saying? And he told me, I hear you, but you know, he still did it. You know, one thing with me, I don't beat around the bush. Like, I tell them exactly how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And they respected it because they know it's coming from a good place. They know it's coming from a genuine place, you know? And they know it ain't no bullshit involved with it when it come to me speaking about that.
I was hoping for more positivity when he did Chicago Legends. I was really surprised when he did it. And I was just, you know, it was a positive thing that I think shocked everybody, that I don't think anybody really seen coming.
Yeah, it was stuff brewing up though and leading to it. Like I was seeing signs. You know what I'm saying? But
I interviewed Ruga a while back, and we talked about dissing the Dead, and he wasn't proud of the Expose Me remix, and he said that he didn't have any plans on dissing anybody in the future. Off the camera, you had mentioned that you didn't like people dissing their dead ops. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, basically, like, that's what we'll go with the exposing me, basically. Like, honestly, I wasn't proud of that song, you know what I'm saying? That shit, like, really, you know, disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? And not saying I take back you can't take back what I did, you know, what I said, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't condone on that shit, you know what I'm saying? I was never really the type to diss people, get on a song and diss dead people, you know what I'm saying? But that was more so out of just push, you know how you get pushed to that edge and you just burst out? That's what that was. But honestly, bro, like Chicago, I feel like Chicago got a bad habit of doing that type of shit.
So that song was just like, you just got pushed to the edge.
Exactly.
And, you know, is that the only time you've ever dissed any dead ops or dead people in general?
Yeah.
Yeah? And you probably don't plan on doing it in the future?
I don't do that. I ain't speaking on nobody. Cause you gotta understand, man. That shit creates so much, like, so many enemies. It's not just your enemies no more. Now you got them people, families, want to get involved because you saying this. Now you just create new ops, new enemies. You know what I'm saying? And then that shit kind of block your blessings. For real, like, you can't, like, I'd have had 3-4 shows got shut down just because of exposing me shit, just because of that song. And they feel like shit could happen just because of that. You know what I'm saying? And that shit blocking blessings, bro. Like money.
And I thought that was a pretty positive thing.
it was.
To start with, you know?
It was, and he told me the same thing. And he's still saying that to this day, though. You know what I'm saying? He'll get on the internet and talk down on people who doing that, and not just his oppositions, even his people. He try and talk to his people about doing the same thing. So, salute to Ruger.
It seems just like a revolving kind of door that, you know, one person says it, another person, and, you know, kind of can't get to a place where everybody stops.
Yeah.
But recently, there was some more positivity. Chief Keef and YBN Almighty Jay were playing video games, and Jay started dissing Tuka, and Chief Keef told him basically not to do it.
Yeah, I salute that. You know what I'm saying? That's growth on that brother. You know what I'm saying? He like that shit's so old. It's old. How long we gonna continue to play the same game? You know what I'm saying? And then Keith put up, he out the way, he doing good out in Cali. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing this growth. You know, I don't respect the people who out of town and not living in the city and still talk about things that's going on in the city, keeping these wars ignited and lit, and they not actually out here in the trenches having to deal with it. Like, if you living in Hollywood or you living in Vegas or wherever the fuck you living at, but you still inciting riots here in a place where your people and them have to be at and live, then like you a cancer to your people. You know what I'm saying? Like if you gonna get out there in the trenches with them and live out there in the trenches with them and talk that shit, then I respect it. But when you talking that shit from in a mansion 100,000 miles away, leaving your people, you know what I'm saying, to have to deal with that smoke, you know, that just ain't real shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect it.
Speaking on dissing the dead, we had the Jeezy and Gucci battle.
Yeah, I know.
What'd you think
Gucci.
about that?
I know Gucci personally. Like that was, you know, I come from that camp with Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I met Waka to even become BSM. I met him through Gucci, so I know Gucci personally. I think that. I think it was a good battle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say Jeezy took it, but I still roll with Gucci. You know, because that's me. I wasn't corporate thugging. You know what I'm saying? Like we was mobbing off that Gucci, so I felt that shit a little more when you hear that bricks, all white brick. When I heard certain songs, it just took me back to that time when we was mobbing off of that music. But Jeezy was a dog. It was a good battle. You know what I'm saying? I think Gucci took it too far, but who am I to say he took it too far? Somebody sent somebody to kill you and you kill them, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know. But I think he took it too far, but it ended well. You know what I'm saying? Which was the purpose for the battle, to show that these two guys had this war and had these issues, and they still came together to perform the song at the end. And like Gucci told him at the end, you know, no disrespect, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ended on a good note. It ended on a good note.
Yeah, I you know, man, when Gucci did the song, The Truth, I was like, I don't know how Jeezy gonna respond, and he handled it really well.
He did. He handled it better than I would have. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I know Pookie Loke was rolling over in his grave. You know what I'm saying? I would have been. You know, like, you know, but like Jeezy said, and you gotta salute him for this. I was just talking to my man JJ yesterday, and we was talking about how guys have these. How even though we out the way, we still have pride and have egos because we feel like nobody should say shit about us. And sometimes it make us want to throw everything we done worked for out the window just to prove a point and show a motherfucker, nigga, I'll knock your shit off. Who the fuck you think you playing with? And then I sit back and have to evaluate who I'm going at. This person have nothing going for himself. He got nothing to lose. He not a father to his kids. He not, you know what I'm saying? And it take a big man to put his pride in his back pocket and sit on it. You know what I'm saying? To put your ego to the side and say, fuck that. As long as a motherfucker don't cross this gun line, I'm gonna let him live. But I will defend myself before I let somebody hurt or harm me. But I'm not gonna go and initiate nothing or let you pull me off of my square. So when Gucci did that and Jeezy handled it the way that he did, it showed me that he was a bigger man than me at that time, and he was able to see the bigger picture. And like he told him, man, I was trying to do this for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, how long this shit gonna go on? Like, we're gonna be 60, they already 40-something, so we're gonna be 50, 60-something years old, still beefing with each other. It gotta die somewhere. So I salute him. I learned a lot from Jeezy that day, and you know, you gotta salute him. You gotta salute him. You gotta respect him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect him. He got my utmost respect. You know?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, me too, man. I thought it was big of him to do it. You know, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
How did you meet Gucci?
Gucci had some problems with my man JoJo Capone here in Chicago, and JoJo, was telling him he can't come to Chicago. They had issues with him. Now at the time, Gucci road manager G-Boy, was friends with my homie, with my cousin, Mississippi. So he called Sip and was like, man, I got Gucci Mane with me. He got a show in Chicago. It's some niggas saying he can't come to Chicago. Now at the time, I don't know it's JoJo Capone, but I'm like, so Sip was like, well, where they from? He's like, they from out south. We like, man, well, we from up north and out west. Don't no south siders dictate or run shit here. They might run where they at. So we brought all the guys out, and then that's when I found out it was JoJo Capone. And JoJo called me and was like, man, I remember this call like it was yesterday. He said, man, why you saving these niggas? I said, man, I ain't saving them. My cousin is friends with his road manager, and me and JoJo had a good rapport and a certain amount of respect for each other. So they stood down and didn't make a move, and you know what I'm saying? We got Gucci in the event, in the venue, and got him out the venue. And from there, me and Gucci built our relationship. And he made things right with JoJo, and they got things straight. And you know, me and JoJo relationship built even stronger from there. That's my brother to this day. But that's
Is that how you met Waka Flocka?
I met Waka with Gucci. Waka was Gucci. Waka wasn't even rapping. He was Gucci's shooter. So he was there that night. And he was just like sitting back like amazed. He always heard stories of Chicago. So he like, I love Chicago. So he looking, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't click with him that night. Gucci told me to come down to Atlanta. We were supposed to get in the studio, knock some songs out and all that. So we went to the studio. We went to Atlanta. Me and my team went to Atlanta to get in the studio with Gucci. We go to the studio. Waka, Woo the Kid, all them there. And that's how we built our bond. Gucci never came that day. He booked the session and he had us waiting. He never came, but I did something with Woo the Kid, and then Waka still wasn't rapping yet. You know what I'm saying? So I felt some type of way about Gucci. Me and Gucci had a love-hate relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like when it was good, and you know, when it was bad, you know, we go back and forth, because I'm the type of a person who, if you tell me something or you give me your word on something, that's what I'm expecting. Because if I give you my word on something, I'm gonna make sure I carry that out. And his word just wasn't all the way solid with me back then. You know what I'm saying? So watching Gucci now, man, I love his growth. You know what I'm saying? Like what he doing with his wife, and you know what I'm saying? He doing it right, and he got another chance because he had Waka and them. He found a lot of good talent. And now he right back at it. You know, he got Pooh Shiesty, he got Fujiano, he got a nice team, a nice squad, man. So I love seeing what he doing now. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing what he doing now. I salute him. But I met Waka through Gucci, and me and Waka grew that bond. Waka said, man, when he started rapping, he just blew up. And he was like, man, I told you, bro, I fuck with you. I'm gonna bring you with me. And he came and got me, as well as Ice Burgundy, YG Hootie, shit, man, Cap, Kibo. He came and got everybody. He did. I respect Walker because he did some of the realest shit too. Like, he put his people in a position to win. That was on you, what you did with that. A lot of people let that opportunity fall by the wayside and then take it serious. Me, I built on it and was able to make a whole lot of money from it. You know what I'm saying? I never got rich from it, but I made hundreds on top of hundreds of thousands of dollars and was able to invest money in real estate and able to move around and do things that I wouldn't have been able to do without it. So for that, I'm forever humbled and grateful, you know what I'm saying, for the position that he put me in and the opportunity that he gave me. I'm one of them dudes. I ain't one of them dudes who come up and then your career ain't where it was and I'm jumping to the next ship, or I'm like, nah, I stick with the same team that I've been with. Everybody that's around me been around me forever on the come up, and them still my brothers. And the new guys that's around me, they been since we been clicking, we still been, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. I don't know how to switch teams or do no fool shit. Like, my name and reputation mean more to me than anything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it good. It's just me.
Did you guys ever go on tour together?
Yeah, we did a whole BSM tour. We did 20 cities, a 20-city tour with the BSM tour. It was Walker, it was me, Frenchie, Wu, Slim Duncan was on some of those dates. Man, Southside was there. Chaz Gotti. It was a family, a real family, and them still my brothers to this day, all of them.
Do you have any stories? Do you have any tour stories you could share?
Nah, I ain't gonna let them out. It was just a lot of wild nights, you know what I'm saying? A lot of wild nights, a lot of good times, man, and a lot of great memories, man, that could last me a lifetime, you know what I'm saying?
I was interviewing Big Boogie recently out of Memphis.
Yeah, my man Gotti, that's Gotti artist.
Yeah. And when I was interviewing him, I go do, I do my research and everything, and the interview's not out yet, but we were talking about how fans were like making up fake beefs between him and Pooh Shiesty. When I was doing my research, there was something I kept seeing on YouTube that bothered me when I seen it. And I don't even know what the point of the videos were. I seen at least like 5 of these videos with fake headlines. And it seemed to me that people like were trying to start beef with you guys. And why were there all these fake beef headlines between you and Pooh Shiesty? Like, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, I seen them, but fans gonna do that. Like this rapper got these fans. Like, it go like that. Like, okay, if this rapper don't like, I ain't gonna say if this rapper don't like that rapper, but if every rapper got their own type of mindset, if this rapper got this fan base, like the rappers don't even got a beef. The fan base will make you beef. You see what I'm saying? That's if you got the big head, and you'll feed into what your fans saying about that other rapper, and you'll feel some type of way about that rapper because your fans saying it, but that ain't, you just hating with them. You see what I'm saying? So that's all it really is. Like we don't, like, me or him know none of them fans that saying, oh, I'm team Big Boogie, oh, I'm team Pooh Shiesty. You see what I'm saying? Like we don't know, we ain't giving y'all no money. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't know y'all. And y'all still, and if we never did ran into each other or something like that, or had words for real in person, like, y'all still wouldn't have knew because we in our own life. Like, y'all don't see us nowhere.
Do you think fans are contributing to the beefs and things that are happening?
Yeah, they ignite a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? It comes from them. And like I said, like I spoke on earlier, our ego and our pride, we see something and think somebody said something about us, and immediately before we even go and see what it is, what he say? Man, you might be on your live and you watch, yeah, Big Boogie said, yeah, man, fuck Big Boogie, man. That bitch know what the fuck we do over here, and that go to beef. And what is it from? Some puss-ass fan, you know what I'm saying, sitting behind a computer or on his phone typing shit that's not true for clickbait. Posting shit on YouTube for clickbait to get people to click on the shit, making up stories. I just saw something yesterday where they said Duck, FBG Duck mother, talking to Lil Durk saying she about to smoke a Von pack. And they had, people actually took time to put her image at the bottom and then tape Durk video and put them together where it looked like Durk is listening to her talk some shit just for clickbait. Like, I don't know. I think all the motherfucking people that get caught doing that, I think they should be beat. When you catch them, you just beat them to fucking, not to death. I don't want them to die, but beat them till break their fingers. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck them up bad, because people's lives, you know what I'm saying, are at stake over shit like this. People dying every day. Like, life is a precious and beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? And for people to just play with it, man, I don't respect that. I think every motherfucking internet troll, you should be able to find out where the fuck he at and catch him and break his motherfucking fingers. Stop him from being able to text or type for a while. You know what I'm saying? If we did that to enough of them, I guarantee you they'll start thinking before they start typing some bullshit. You know?
Yeah, that would slow things down if you can find these guys.
Straight up.
Man, when you said that, that reminds me when recently too, I seen a fan hop on Quando Rondo's live, and they were like, "You're gonna get smoked over Vaughn."
Yeah.
And it was just like, yo, how y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't do that in person.
Nah, he wouldn't do that in person. They wouldn't even look his way in person. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't respect it. I don't respect it at all, man. I don't hate nobody, man, but I hate them motherfuckers, man. Like,
I hear you.
I hate them motherfuckers.
You know, when I was doing some research, I found out that this is something I didn't see last time, but at one point you actually dissed Kanye and Twister?
Yeah, I dissed Kanye and Twister and Cap One, and yeah. I was hating. I was a hater. I can admit it now. You know what I'm saying? I was a hater. They was doing their thing, and I felt like I had just came home from the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? Young nigga in my 20s, feel like I'm home. I'm rapping now. Everybody should give me a feature. You know what I'm saying? They should help push me. But in reality, who the fuck was I? There was established artists. I came home trying to build myself, and I didn't. I had the wrong outlook on shit. I thought it was supposed to be just handed to me because of who I thought I was in the streets, not realizing that's the streets, this is the industry, this is a business. So yeah, I dissed Kanye. Kanye never forgave me. He the only one that didn't forgive me. Twisted, we did songs together, videos. He on my Wild remix with French Montana, Trey the Truth, and Waka Flocka, and I forgot who else on there. Somebody else on there. But yeah, me and French Montana did a bunch of shit. Twister came in, showed me a whole lot of love. After that, you know, he dissed me on a song. He shot shots at me, you know what I'm saying? Because I say I never see him in the hood and all that. And he shot shots in one song. He said, call me a little nigga. This little nigga say he don't see me in the hood. Well, you know, the world is his hood, getting money, what he do and all this shit. So, you know, he was popping shots back, man, and it almost came to a head at an event. We was with Waka Flocka at, I think, UIC Pavilion, and he was there and his team and our team was real tension, and it almost went there, but for whatever reason, it didn't go there. But yeah, I was a hater. I can admit, one thing I always do, I'm a man. Like, I admit when I'm wrong or when I fuck up. I was wrong. I hated on them people, you know? So I can, that's why I talk about haters, because I know all about them. I used to be one. You know, when you broke and things not moving fast enough or moving how you think they should move, sometimes you hate because you can't be where they are. And you want to be there just that bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do you think that it made you go harder?
It definitely made me go harder, and it made all of them respect me. Wild Style from Crucial Conflict told me, my cousin reached out to him and was like, man, my family just came home from the joint, Bo Deal. I want you to do a song with them. So Wild Style tell him, man, what's his budget? And so my cousin like, what's his budget? He like, man, I know you you my people. You know what I'm saying? I took that personal, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't fuck with Wild Style for a while because I felt like he should have gave me that feature. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the same blocks. But Cold Hard, I ran into Cold Hard, and Cold Hard was like, man, Wild about business. I know who you is. Let's do it. And he did a song with me and GLC, and I forgave Wild Style and bumped heads with him after that, and we chopped it up, and it was all love. But I came in, and that's why I make sure I tell all my artists and every artist on the come up, stop having this sense of entitlement. Don't nobody owe you shit. You got to get out there and get it. You got to invest in yourself before you can ever expect somebody else to invest in you. If you won't put no money in your motherfucking self, what make you think I want to put my money behind you? You don't even believe in yourself enough to put your own money behind it, but you want me to throw my money in the toilet? I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, man, artists like Big Boss Damo, he lead by example. He put his money behind him. He shoot these videos. He don't even call me except to say, man, I shot 5 videos. I got them in the you know what I'm saying, in the chamber. If he called me and say, yo, I need this. I want to push this. I need this from you. I do it. I never deny him because he showed me he leading the way by investing in himself. Just like RJ the MVP. He produced All Yeah. He produced Gang Them. He produced songs for FBG Duck. He produced songs for artists on major labels. He started putting his own money behind himself. Man, I just brought this. I'm waiting on this piece to come. I saw what he was doing. I was, bro, what you need? You know, all right, that's what you need? Got it for him immediately. I got the shit you need. Come pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw him. You have to make me believe in your vision and make me see your dream. You know what I'm saying? If I see you that you believe in your dream and believe in what the fuck you doing, you gonna make me believe in it. But if I don't see you believing in what the fuck you doing, I'm gonna sit back and fall back and wait until you believe. I ain't gonna, you know, I can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself. You know?
Man, I agree. I love helping people who are hustling and grinding.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like those are the people who I want to help.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm like, if you know those type of dudes that are doing that, man, I always tell them, yo, man, like, call me. You know what I'm saying? If there's anything I can do, because that,
sure.
you know, like those are the people you want to see win. You know, because you know people who ain't taking serious. It's like, you know, like you said, how can I believe in it more than you?
Right.
You know. We were talking about Chief Keef earlier, and how did you guys meet?
Keef, now this is crazy. We brought Alley Boy to Chicago. He was shooting his Fuck With Me video. So I was taking him through all the hoods in Chicago because the song was showing how all the different gangs fuck with him. So I took him on to fuck with King Diesel and them with the GDs over on Homan. I took him out west on Central where I'm at to fuck with the brothers. I took him to Foster Park to fuck with the Blackstones. I took him to O Block to fuck with the GDs. I mean with the BDs. I took him to fuck with the GDs everywhere. I took him through the whole city. Keef was out there and he had a CD. He gave me his CD. It was him and Fredo Santana. Fredo came to me, approached me, and was like, man, my cousin going crazy, bro. Fuck with us. He gave me a CD. He was like, check this out when y'all leave. I get the CD. I'm like, I bet, I got you. I'm going to check it out. You know what I'm saying? We leave. I put the CD in. At this time, he was new. So I'm sitting back thinking, I'm listening to it, and I couldn't catch it. I'm like, this shit is some bullshit. I didn't feel it. I didn't see the vision. I took it out. I threw the CD out the window. You know what I'm saying? He reached back and wanted to do a song with me, and I didn't do it. And he held a grudge against me. You know what I'm saying? From there. So he's posted something on the internet one day, and he was like, man, something about Bodil ain't shit, and you know what I'm saying? The only motherfucker that's something is Bump J or something. At this time, Hypno Carlito was over on our side, and Hypno was going back and forth, like, how you gonna say that when Bodil? So, make a long story short, I hit his people, his manager, Dro. I say, man, what's up with your shorty? On that, you know what I'm saying, talking shit on the internet. Like, so Dro like, I don't know, let me find out. He hit Fredo Santana. Fredo called me with Dro. And he like, nah, man, Keef cool. He just had a problem with you because you one of the artists that he looked up to and that he respected and wanted to rock with. You know, you was with Gucci and Waka and them, and you kind of played them shady. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, it wasn't like that, but I get a million messages and messages from people. You know, I can't check them all or fuck with everybody. And they got Keef on the phone. And at this time, he Chief Keef. He, you know what I'm saying? He on the way to becoming the biggest artist in the world. So now he way bigger than me. You know what I'm saying now? So he get on the phone and he kind of, and I respect him because he young nigga OG checked me. You know what I'm saying? He say, yeah, man, you know, I had a problem with you for that, but you know, I ain't gonna do you like you did me. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm the biggest artist, I'm gonna fuck with you and do a song with you. Made me feel like shit. But I had to respect it, because it was the truth. And I learned a lesson from Keef, which is why I always show love to the up and comers. You never know who up next. You know what I'm saying? You never know who gonna be the next biggest artist in the world. You know, you just don't know. All the I watched artists come and go, and I was able to pick some, and others I wasn't able to pick. I didn't see it coming. You know what I'm saying? So I always show love on that strength. If I see you working and you grinding, if you working and you grinding hard enough, you got the potential to become the next biggest artist in the world. It's just the luck of the draw. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that from Keef, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Keef for little boy in me. You know what I'm saying? I got boyed by a little boy. Yeah. Cause at this time he was 16. So, you know, and he told me, like, so he knew. He like, you know, I ain't gonna do you like you did me. I'm gonna go ahead and do a song with you anyway. And we did that murder. Me and Waka went to his grandmother's house, recorded it in his living room, shot the video on the back of his house and all that shit. Then I did another song with him and Uncle Murder. I did about 3-4 songs with Keef. But Keef showed love, you know, when he didn't have to, because he was already on the way to being who the fuck he is now. You know what I'm saying? The king of motherfucking that drill rap music, you know. He might not be credited to making it, you know. Pac-Man, rest up to Pac-Man, who get that credit, but you know, Keef took it to a whole nother level, man. He a true GOAT of this city, so I'm proud to say that he from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? We got a GOAT. We got a GOAT. We got somebody that influenced the world, that came straight from, had everybody talking about thoughts and thoinks and all this shit, and he right from the south side of Chicago, so, you know, we up right now.
A lot of the slang in hip-hop nowadays comes from Chicago, I've noticed.
For sure. That whole drill movement, that drill rap, that drill scene, for sure, for sure.
Recently in the news, I don't know if you had a chance to see this, but there was an artist called Pop Hunter from Philly. And some paperwork came out that he snitched when he was like 14 years old. Before I think before, he ever was involved in the streets or did anything. His mom, I guess, took him down there, made him identify somebody. And he had a big song called Corvette, Corvette. And Lil Uzi, jumped in and demanded that he take him off the song. And also Gilly the Kid was like, he can't support him anymore. What do you think about that?
I agree. You don't get a pass for telling because you're young. I see a lot of people. Let me change that. Let me refrain from that. If you young and you in the streets and you living that life and you portraying this role, then you don't get a pass for telling just because you young. You know what I'm saying? I heard some OG talking. These rappers be. I listen to what he's saying. Like, I don't agree with a lot of it. I do agree with some of it when he talk about certain rappers who keep these wars ignited. But if you tell it, you don't get a pass for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you a 14-year-old that's going to school and you working your job and you don't want no smoke, you a ball player, you doing somebody do something to you and you tell on them, you're a civilian. You know what I'm saying? So you doing what civilians do. But if you was in the streets and you talking that shit, that gangster shit, and you rolling with the gangsters or you waving guns and all that and some shit happen and you tell, I mean, it ain't no justification for that. So I'm not mad at the people for not supporting it or supporting him. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate because at being a young black male and being put in a position to change you and your family lives, I want to see everybody win. You know what I'm saying? But I can't put my name on it, because just with the certain morals and certain codes that even right now, I still live by the code. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm on the straight and narrow and living life right, I still have certain beliefs that I live and abide by daily. So I can't support him. He a little boy, but they say he was a little boy that was portraying to be a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at the people who pulled back from him, and the people who still wanted to support him. I ain't mad at that neither. But at 14, I wasn't telling shit.
Hey. Also in some recent news, DaBaby gets arrested for a gun that was in his car. Did you see that news?
I saw that too.
On Rodeo Drive?
Yeah, I saw that.
DaBaby's a big artist now.
Huge artist.
It doesn't seem like he should be getting arrested for stuff like that.
I think one of his team members dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? If it's several people in this car and it's a gun in that car, they're supposed to say, hey man, that's mine, and take that gun. I'm not nowhere near DaBaby, but I done been in a house, and this is all documented, where the police kicked in the doors and found 6 guns in the house. And there's 5 of us in the house. One of my homies on house arrest in the house. And one of my shorties say, hey, 2 of those mine. Another one say, man, them 2 mine. Another one was like, that last one, them mine. And they was like, damn, y'all taking this? He like, yeah, they mine. And signed the papers and took the guns, took the weight. You know what I'm saying? I was the chief. They let me go, and my man who was on house arrest, he got locked back up because he was on house arrest in the house where guns was at, but they didn't put no new guns on him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm nowhere near like DaBaby. Like DaBaby is rich. Why in the fuck ain't nobody taking that weight? You know he gonna make sure you good, get you up out that jam. Like somebody dropped the ball on that. You know what I'm saying? They dropped the ball. Whoever was around them, they should all be fired. I'll fire all they ass.
Also, not too long ago, there was pictures of Lil Baby carrying, like, he was taking pictures like with his hand, like in his front pocket with his gun on him. Like you could like kind of see the gun through the clothes. And I was the same thing, like, man, you know, it's kind of close with all that.
I mean, some people don't feel protected by other people. Some people feel like ain't nobody gonna protect me the way that I'm gonna protect myself. You know what I'm saying? How can how can you argue with a man who feel like that? You know what I'm saying? You can't. You know? You can't argue with him. Like, I mean, he probably thinking, I know what I'm gonna do with this motherfucker. I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker till it melt. I don't know what he might do with it. He might run with it. And I'm gonna protect me. I'm gonna make sure I got me. But I'm pretty sure, even if he took the picture like that, if the police came, I'm pretty sure he got somebody he could toss that motherfucker to. Lil Baby around some solid niggas. So they ain't gonna let him go down like that. Nah. They ain't gonna let that happen. They ain't gonna let that happen.
Well, Bo, man, this was a dope interview.
Man, I appreciate it. I always enjoy coming here. You always touch on the right topics. You know what I'm saying? So, it's always love. Before we get up out of here, I want my team to introduce themselves. I want to let you know, because your platform is big. I want them to tell y'all exactly what they got coming, what they do, and what their job is with RTS, Road to Success, management, man, and everything that we got going on. We can start with my partner, Black, and then we'll go with Damo, then we'll go with RJ the MVP. First dibs on this the first time that we here introducing ourselves to California, your platform. Go ahead, man. Let's go.
What's going on? I'm Black. As they say, I'm his partner, you know what I'm saying? So my job is to help the artist, you know what I'm saying? When he can't do it, I'm gonna step in and do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So that's my job.
Is that like helping him with promotions or videos or?
Promotions, videos, management, whatever he need me to do, I'm his partner. So everything, we gonna do it together. You know what I'm saying? You can find me on M Street at my Instagram, M Street 1. You know what I'm saying? Elroy Weave on Facebook. So.
Hey, what up with you, man? California Love. I'm Big Boss Damo, one of Bodale artists, one of the Chicago Anthem Kings that make ass shaking music and shit. You can find me on Instagram, Big Boss Damo. RTS crazy. Yeah, I'm from Chicago, Southside.
What part of Chicago? Southside Chicago, okay.
West Englewood.
Give me, what was a quick rundown on you, man? Like, how'd you grow up and, how'd you get into music?
Well, I got shot up. That's how I got into the music. And that I don't know, it made me want to rap. But I'm from 55th and Walcott, 56, 57.
Okay. All right. So after you get shot up, you started making music?
Yeah, I started making
that motivated you?
Playing around with my homies and stuff. All of them locked up for murder right now though, but I started playing around and how I came up is making this song called Lil Booties Matter. So that's how me and Bodale got like connected. It's one of the little ass shaking songs in Chicago. So shout out all my little booties.
Okay. All right. That's what's up.
But yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Big Boss Damo, YouTube, Big Boss Damo. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Got like 4 more videos coming.
He working. We got a lot of shit coming this year, 2021 for him. Then we get to RJ the MVP. Right?
Definitely.
What's the deal, Cali? Brother, this RJ the MVP, Mr. RJ on the track, brother. I'm from West Side, brother. Then I used to be in Humboldt Park too, man. I got in music, just growing up around the culture. You feel what I'm saying? Just wanted to speak my voice or just create music in general. And I started taking it serious when I got booked and shit, man. And my little cousin got killed and my brother passed away, so that made me take music overseas because you feel me, they was my biggest fans. So I produced All Year Gang now, FBG Duck Strong, Sacrifice with Juicy Fruit, FBG Duck and L. I got a placement with an Atlantic artist. Shout out Track to Ice Cap and bro them. And you can find me on Instagram, it's one MVP, Facebook, RJ the MVP. Bro them.
All right, man. That's what's up.
I want to give a huge shout out to Bo Deal too, man. I ain't gonna lie, he doing a lot that other people ain't doing. You get what I'm saying? For him to take the time out to work with us, as he was saying, as we growing and he building us to be the artist that we is, you know, in Chicago. Cause he could have took on a lot of artists, you know, with blue checks or whatever the case may be, but he chose us because he seen potential. So like a big shout out to Bo Deal though, like for real, like he definitely motivated us, and you know we finna take over this year. I ain't even gonna lie.
RTS shit, right?
Yes, sir.
RTS shit.
Man, that's what's up. Bo, I appreciate you.
Man, I appreciate you, man. You know, hey, but after some time go by and some more events happen, you know I'll be back.
Man, I'm looking forward to it.
Man, hey, man, I'm happy to be back, man. Double salute to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I love your platform. I love what you're doing, man. You getting some of the best artists in the world, man. And man, I salute you, bro. Keep it coming. I support it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man.
All love.
All right, bro.